You may notice I don't have glasses on, and you'll see why later in this video. Someone may have stepped on them. And also in this video, we make extraordinary shop progress at the new shop. But first, a quick moment from today's video sponsor, PFS Merch. Guns are blazing, guys, because we got some smoking hot deals. Like our new sitting on your ass won't finish your project shirt design right there. Now also, we're gonna have these for kids, not with the text on it. Do not send your kid to school with a shirt that says sitting on your ass won't finish your project, teach. No, the kids shirts should just have me and the donkey on the front, I think. We don't have them. They're releasing now though. We'll have them when this drops. So keep an eye out for that one. What else we got here? We got something that took a minute to get in, but oh baby, does it look sweet. These ones here are limited edition. Once they're gone, they're gone. It's the Loft Tap design with the Loft Tap truck and our little monster up behind there, baby. Of course, you gotta have that old school pinstriping on there. If that don't get you excited, you're probably a communist. Now, speaking of never being printed again, guys, we ended up with these by accident. That's right, these are the sausage wagon. Why they got printed, we're not quite sure, but we ended up with them. We're gonna pass the savings on to y'all. We'll probably never print these again. I'm gonna spice it up some for you. We have these shirts on the website at $14.99, the cheapest I've ever sold a shirt. Come on! That's right, $14.99. Last time we're printing these. But wait, there's more. If someone buys all three designs, that means one of the sausage wagon, one of the sitting, one of the Loft Tap, 3 different ones. We'll just throw in 3 random stickers with your order. You mean to tell me 3 free stickers? Only if you get one of each design we're releasing today. Well, hot dang, I'll take it. 3 random stickers of our choosing thrown in with your shirts. Let's head out to the roll-up door now. Y'all like hats? Well, we got hats. I've got to sort through and see which ones we're gonna release, but y'all know we do the Richardson 112. Nice looking, beautiful hat. But also, we got the Richardson 110. What is that, you ask? Well, we have a very limited quantity of these. That's a flex fit right there. No snappy back. It ain't on there. Just putting that on, I feel like a hard-working man. I'm also not sure on these ones which colors we're releasing. It'll be on the website, guys. And I almost forgot, we got stickers as well. Y'all should know that already. Kind of what'll be on the front of the kiddo shirt right there. Thanks for letting me have a moment of your time. I appreciate you being kind enough to let me sponsor my own video. I hope you guys enjoy the shop progress you're about to see. Don't sleep on this stuff, guys. I don't know why, but here lately it's been selling fast. Been selling faster than me in these flip-flops. Whew, 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 whew. A little toasty in here. Being a contractor ain't easy. In fact, it's hard to work. But by golly, someone's got to do it. Now, when it's fresh on my mind, if you have not seen, in the last, I see my box on the porch. That means my wife ordered me my little sody pops, the little Ollie Pops or whatever. Squirrel. In the last video on the second channel, we did the puddins.fab.shop tattoo tour, and I got tattooed. So if you ain't seen that, you can go check it out. You're gonna see some tattoo action up close and personal. That sounded a little more wrong than it should have sounded. Now, part 1 of being a contractor today, I'm actually the bug spray inspector man. Damn it, pest control, that's what it's called. Y'all know I've been out here fighting wasps. I kill a couple nests and new ones just pop up left and right. Well, I finally remembered when I was at the hardware store getting stuff for the loft to get some wasp spray. So we got some cheaper stuff and we got some better stuff. What do you mean since 1922? You ain't gonna convince me you've been making wasp spray since 1922. Y'all were still going everywhere on damn buggies then with horses. Electrically non-conductive. Well, that's good. It's got dielectric breakdown of 47,300 volts. That's very specific. That'll let you know. Apparently you can spray it in some cabinets and not have to worry about a little arc flash action. Hey, speaking of that, the other day we were leaving my blood work appointment. As we pulled up to a stop sign to pull across, it was blowing some of the fuses, and man, you want to talk about some cool looking arc flash, man, those things were flying. And then Ashley calls it in. She's like, I'm gonna call it in. So I think she's calling like, which it's in Shawnee. We don't know what you do in Shawnee. So I thought she was calling like the city or something. Next thing I know, she's reporting to to the fire department that a pole's on fire in Shawnee. I was like, that is not what's going on. She's like, it's on fire. And anyhow, yeah, they sent out a fire truck. And I'm like, Ashley, all you had to do was say it blew a fuse. I mean, the fuse was on fire, but it wasn't about to burn down no pole or nothing. So our old fridge here, old refrigerator, up in here, there's a wasp nest. And I just kind of figured that that one's gonna be a little hard to punch. Hey, there's one right there. That sucker about stuck me in the side of the head. Let's purge this can. All right. Hey, that stuff works. You tried the wrong one today, buddy. Now that we have it purged and tested and proven, let's go have a little spray job at these suckers. Oh, they're dead already. Well, that's a hell of a lot easier than swinging at them and falling on concrete and everything else, but it ain't near as entertaining. Boy, it sure did a good job though. Oh, we even took out a spider. No one gets away. And we have more wasp battles to fight inside that shop. But to be able to get inside the shop, you gotta have a key for the shop. This is the only key I have that I believe will open that if I lost the other one. That's all right, because I need the leaf blower. I forgot it too. We'll top her off. And also we need the starter. So as long as we got that right there on a drill, we should be okay. And this, folks, is how you waste the second half of your day driving around being an idiot. And I see we got a lone wasp flying around here. Like, what the heck happened? Well, let me show you, Waspy. Ah, that one got away. I forgot the damn jigsaw blade again. Now up here we got another group of the mean ones. Just like the ones we got off the refrigerator, these little suckers are mean, they're quick, they're vicious. Pure stone cold killers. And there's a whole thing of them up in there. Be accurate. Oh, they had another nest going. Ooh, there sure is a lot of them dead in the bottom. I'm a sniper with this stuff. I tell you what, working up here last week, I definitely made sure to never accidentally hit that fan box thing, shroud. All right, let's get a little airflow. Let's see what other goodies I brought for us this go around. So another goodie I brought was an idea for how we could make our gate pallet access area removable up there. So let's go see if we have any luck with that. So this is shorter than this, but I do have it floating off of this about 1.5 inches with that 2x4 mocked up there. So my idea was if we screw that into our one frame, and we screw those into our other frame, and it'll just sit on those ones, then we could just drop a bolt in there real easy, and just thread the nut on there just to kind of help hold it in place. So I'm gonna say let's come up 26 inches. Of course I marked the other side too. And 6 inches. I marked both sides. Boy, it is toasty up in this loft. It's a good thing it's just gonna be used for storage. We're gonna square across here and find the center. Little pilot hole. Of course I did not bring anything to install these, and that pilot hole probably ain't big enough. That ain't true, because guess what? I always got the old kniffy on me. Guys, it's hotter than Grandma's kitchen on Thanksgiving in here right now. I'm just rolling the sweat. Oh yeah, those are entirely too big. It seemed like a good idea in my brain, but I went in there. I just stopped in the hardware store earlier to get wasp spray, so I grabbed some stuff, but I didn't have no measurements to work with, so. Oh, no, no. I just stepped on old Trusty's. I'm sorry, guys. Oh yeah, I stripped a screw. She's done for. That's a tough pill to swallow right there, I'll tell you that much. Well, I've been due for a new prescription, so I guess that'll expedite my going to the eye doctor process quite a bit. Nope, you can't swing it open. I didn't think so. I didn't figure that was gonna work. It would work if we'd move it towards the outside though, because right here it's in the middle, so it's trying to pivot. But if we took it to the outside, you could swing it open. But if you swing it open, then it may be a situation where whatever reason, what if it's in your way? But then if it was a special situation like that, because that probably won't ever happen, and you absolutely had to, you could pull 2 bolts and de-pin it real quick. Or I could get 5/8 round rod and do my little handle release thing and use it as a hinge. And then if you ever needed it out the way, you could quick release it. Got about 1,002 options other than putting our glasses on. That's our only option we ain't got right now. Actually, I forgot we had my safety goggles here for all the safe situations. Break my glasses, break my knife, sweat in my eyes, time going by from dusk till dawn, from day to night. Alright, let's see how that'll swing. That'll swing just enough to still be in the way. Alright, we're gonna have to get regular hinges. I thought so, but I was here, so I had to try it. So we did no good on our gate. I'm plumb drenched in sweat. It's leaking out of areas I didn't even know it was possible to leak out of. I broke my glasses. Apparently I just found a leak in my roof, because that water had to come from somewhere last night. So up here you could say things are just going great. They're going dandy. Good stuff. So something else I was kind of wanting to look at. I went to post a picture on the Instagrammer this morning because today's Monday, so the Monday video's going live. And there's one thing I'm already not really digging about the loft, and that's that little rink dink. Help me! Help me! A 3.5 by 3.5 pole. I know you carpenters call that a 4x4, but it is most certainly 3.5 by 3.5. Because when you start dealing with a fabricator and we call something a 4x4, it's actually 4 inches. I don't know if you carpenters just got it like that, where you can afford to give a 1/2 inch away, like a 1/2 inch don't count, but I guess you do. So we ain't gonna do it this go around, but I do plan on finding a way to jack that up, get that out of there, and put a piece of metal in there that's actually lagged to the concrete. And I thought about coming up to this side and doing how they used to do, how it'd fork off, where you have 3 areas that go out and support the beam. Not that I think we'd have to have that, I just think it'd add a little character if you know the style I'm talking about. So we gotta do something with that, but like I said, not today. I don't got a lot of time today with everything else we've had going on. But when I posted the picture, I noticed that I did not like this railing over here. Not that I hate it, okay, it's not terrible. But just looking at it, I was like, man, if I could figure out how to cut the metal and get metal like we did up there, running down right here, I think it would look pretty damn cool. But I don't know exactly how that's gonna work out, if it even will work out. It's probably not gonna work out with what we got there. We're gonna have to put a little modification in this custom railing situation. So if we cut strips of our 3/4 inch OSB, and we attach strips of it to this, then we would have them running and we could screw to that, and that could get us all the way up to there, and we'd be sticking out even thicker down here. So then how do we trim the bottom side to make it all look good? If we figure out this angle and we turned the 2x4 sideways down here and ran it down, then the metal could sit into it, and then we could cap it with a little lip of some sort. I think we need to cut a board about 2x4, about 66 inches. Actually, we're gonna go 69 because we're gonna have to taper some ends, angle cuts and stuff, and I don't know how to calculate that. So we're gonna give 2 extra inches. I'm just doing construction things. That thing's got a 1.5 in it already. Yeah, something kind of like so. I just eagle-eyed what that angle needs to be. Oh. right in there-ish. Next, I think we're gonna have to rip some OSB. I think we'll do it about 66 inches long. No! Got a little too confident at the end. Good try, sawdust. You may get down here and run down this chest hair that I don't have, but you ain't getting to these eyeballs. No, no sir, not today. Now for these, we probably need a little bit longer screws than what I have, but what I have will be good enough to get us by, because we are gonna have to take down any metal we hang anyhow for whenever I have this sucker painted. I definitely cut it plenty long. I don't know what I read on that tape measure as I went down there, but I would say this is enough. Thank you. I don't think that's going anywhere. Next, we can use our old Sawzall and do a little trim to fit action. A little sloppy right there, but just pretend like you didn't see that. So now that's level and has a lip for the metal to end at. We've got that to screw to up there. We've got that. So I think next we got to figure out our metal, and that may be a little tricky. We need to check our two angles and make sure we're fairly square as far as, well, we could check all four corners and make sure we're pretty close to each other. I don't know. So if we make our angle finder fit that corner, we're getting about 53 degrees. So if we flop this that away and open it up to 127 degrees, which is just the 53 minus one, or subtracted from 180, or 180 subtract 53. The 127, that should fit right there pretty good, and it fits perfect. And right there looks pretty good as well, so I think we can use that number. So now all we gotta do is measure how high we need our piece. I think about 41 would be really a tight fit, so we're gonna aim for, say, 40 3/4 to give us a little playroom. We come down 40 3/4, then we gotta take our angle finder, put it right there, and hope that we're marking this correctly, because if not, it'll really fit like crap in there. Now all we gotta do is cut it. It looks like it should go there anyhow. Well, shit. We're gonna use this as a jig template now. That's actually touching up here and touching down there and creating gaps. I'm gonna pop a screw right here to hold this sucker. No, I'm not. I don't have to. So I just eyeballed the gap that was there and I marked it on each corner, each one about 3/4 of an inch. But actually I think I'm gonna favor it to 1 inch. So if we mark right there, and we knew this corner was nice and tight, if we mark from that edge to that edge over there, now that should be what we need, I think. Then down here, we needed about 1 inch more. And this corner was touching, which could be nice and tight. Just drop stuff, you know. I need to take about 3/8 of an inch off this way and taper it that away. Third time's a charm, hopefully. I can already tell I like how that looks on there. So if I go back to our jig piece, the bottom sat down all the way. This top corner would need to be about 1.1/8 longer, and I can tell it's tapering down. So we'll take it that way. Maybe we'll go about 1 inch. All right, just gonna throw a couple screws in that one. I didn't do any down the center yet. But guys, I like that way better. Here on the back side don't look bad neither. That looks all right. I actually need to trim a little more off the back of that. Of course, the top's trimmed good with that overhang. The bottom's trimmed good. So now all we gotta figure out is this whole little front area, because that does look terrible. So I think we need to cut a 2x4 just to screw on this end. So we gotta figure out this angle in here. So that's the angle we need. Use our angle finder here and we'll match that sucker. And yes, I do know you can adjust a circular saw to cut angles, just in case anyone was curious. Oh yeah, good enough fit up for me. Really, I should have done that same kind of cut down there on that piece, but you know, a little paint on that, and who gives a damn? I think we can all agree that looks a little bit better over there. Especially over here, guys, like I'm right up on it and I'm frustrated at it because it's whipping me, making me look bad in front of all my friends. So I'm frustrated with it. But to step over here, say, hey, give me some space, let me take a little breather, and look from over here, that looks awesome. She looks real good. Now, none of this area underneath here we want to block because obviously that's good storage space. That almost looks like the perfect hidey hole for a shop vac, you know what I mean? But this little area underneath here, I wonder how wide a sheet of that stuff is. We may be able to zip a sheet right there. It'd tuck up nice to that thing. Down here in the bottom, as long as we got it close, honestly, no one would ever see that. And if it sucked there, then all we'd have to do is figure out some way to just trim this edge probably. That'll hold her for now anyhow. I think we can just put like a little 1x2 or something there just to hide that sharp lip. And maybe we'll run one along the bottom. I mean, we could trim it out all the way really. But I think as long as we get a piece on this side, we'll be good. And when we put some lights underneath here, that should actually help reflect a little light down over here too. And I'd love to stay and do more, guys, but if I don't skedaddle, I'm gonna be in trouble. All right, well, I reckon this video can just be a little bit of everything going on out at the new place shop-wise, as long as it's shop-related. I gotta run out to the place real quick. I'm actually working on the wagon right now, but I've had a gentleman out here trying to do some dirt work, and I've got to move some stuff that's in his way. So let's go move some stuff. Just had to have this rusty metal tin. I thought it'd be the coolest thing ever, and all it's been is a little curse. Looks like we got Tyler's tiling. And then this house, guys, porta potty's laid on its side. Yeah, we got some high winds the other day. This house here, they about got that sucker dried in, and I think someone just farted and blew that out their hind end, because they've only been working on it for about 17 hours, and somehow it's damn near a full complete house. Oh, CL, he keeps that truck clean, baby. That thing's always clean. How's a dirt work guy keep such a clean truck? That's the question I want to know.
Stay out of the mud.
Stay out of the mud. Oh, he done moved that bed.
Yeah.
We're too slow for him. He done got the bed moved. So I found a builder for the shop add-on project I told y'all about. So we're gonna start looking at doing some stuff over here. We got water concerns around here, because unfortunately crap rolls downhill, and we're downhill. I don't know what that is, but it don't sound good. action, little gay love. I got 2 lefties, that's all right. We'll just turn this one on backwards, you know, don't worry about it. See, can't even tell. Looks like I got 2 left hands. It's the power of hydraulics right there, baby. Big old worm, look at that sucker. I promise y'all this beats the hell out of dragging each piece by hand, which is what I was prepared to do. I'm gonna find something to try to lay underneath there. There we go, barely broke a sweat on that one. Smells like cows out here. I don't know if that's from him working this dirt and because we had cows out here for so long or what, but slight hint of cow shit in the air. Don't bother me, I kind of like it. Guys, it's still been raining like crazy. The most we can go is 2 or 3 days, which is usually just enough for it to start to dry out for some more dirt work, and then it comes literally a downpour for hours on end, makes everything a mess again, and it's really hindering the dirt work process. But once again, you're welcome, Oklahoma. We needed it. Of course, left the key on so the battery's plumb dead. Whoa, Wasp! Come on over here, buddy. I'll kill your ass too. Get this set up where y'all can see me fight a wasp if it comes after me again. I'm just riding a little pressure on the brakes here. Trying. Brake pedal's really soft on this thing. They leave that excavator out here too much longer. I'm gonna body swap this onto that. Put some tracks on this sucker. Alright. I think we arrived at our destination. The old field out here, she's looking a little RUFF, looking a little rough. But at least up next to the shop starting to look better. I had it rough up around there. We get this junkyard area done, and I'm gonna have to decide what makes it to the junkyard and what just gets hauled out of here, because we don't need it no more. Because there's still plenty of junk sitting around here, guys. Hey Ma, Puddin's got junk everywhere. Got dirt work going on. Looks like we got HVAC guys probably finishing up, putting up vents and, you know, whatever HVAC guys do. Thankfully, we're kind of getting wrapped up on the house as far as the decision making and having to be out there to, come on back, Red Wasp, I'll clap you. Being there to show them what we want and going over stuff. Man, there's just wasps everywhere out here. I'm gonna stick one. But as that kind of winds down, now I've really got to get this shop going, which is why I'm in here messing with this crap all the time. Or like this, obviously I got to stop what I'm doing and come out here and get him where he's rocking and rolling and happy. And yeah, now the distraction, which it's a good distraction to have, but the distraction is going to be getting the shop ready so we can move into this sucker. Go 30 foot out, that's where he flagged there, and this corner right here is 30 foot out, so in the end we'll have to swing pretty wide to get around that whenever we make it to that point. We gotta head back to the shop, get back to work. I love watching someone work. No, that makes me sound lazy. I love watching someone do something that they're extremely good at when I don't know that skill. That is definitely CL. He's like the damn ground whisperer. Like, he gets out here and puts his ear to the ground and tells it, like, I'm gonna make you right, baby. Gives a little kiss, and he just gets it in his equipment, and man, it's awesome watching him work. But unfortunately, watching other people work don't finish your project, so we better hightail it. Just got done putting some more test miles on the old wagon, and very conveniently, some people showing up, so we'll just add to this video, you know. Oh baby, got the 18-wheeler going for a little belly dumping action. Hey, small world, or small county. I knew this truck driver. His wife and my wife used to work together, and we go to their house sometimes for little things or whatever. I didn't even realize he was hauling some of this out here. And then the other truck driver, the first one, come to find out that was Ray Jr. So Ray, his dad, is who I bought the wagon off of. He's laying it down thick too. That's gonna make a good little junkyard area. I think he said he had those guys bringing 2 more loads. So he's gonna finish out all the way up to here. And I don't know where the rest is gonna go. I've been dreaming of that little junkyard area since we first bought this place, which was January of 2022. We came and looked at it, and we signed paperwork. So where are we at now? July, halfway through July of 2023. So it's been a little process here, but obviously we're getting closer and closer. And yeah, I'm freaking pumped to see some progress going on out here. Now yesterday we seen him, or was it yesterday, day before, he broke ground out here one of the days I was out here. And we got this whole little burn thing going on because these people are kind enough to build a big old pad and not put up any fence or nothing, you know. So as they keep washing away, all they do is come fill in my side, which is super nice of them. I really truly appreciate that. He said he's gonna have to get a skid steer to get in here, and he's gonna make sure the water stays off of our building. This is what we got to do right now to keep that happy. But yeah, he said this is where it needs to be. And a lot of that was gravel, so he pulled a lot of that gravel out and he's bringing it down this way. And I don't think my wife probably realizes, and she ain't gonna love this, but it's what we got to do. I mean, a road has to go around here to get back to our junkyard area. So some of this gravel I see, he kind of tapered out this way because it's gonna probably swoop right around here. So another thing with the loft, I think I mentioned it, I wanted to set a pole there, a metal pole, because look at that little rink-dink 3.5er. Look at this 4x4 next to it. Now, is it just me, or does that metal just look way more like manly? It ain't even that much thicker. It's only a 1/2 inch wider, but it looks like a whole lot more than that. So since I'm here and I've got my work truck outside, that 1961 work truck wagon,
I figured we could just measure this and at least haul it back to the house for now.
Just an old rusty work truck.
This thing slide way up there with the seats out of it. That ain't too bad.
Oh, I don't think I'm gonna have time to cut these up today like I want to do. We're gonna add the 2 legs off of it, but at least when I get ready to start the project, the middle will be at the house. We won't have to come out here and shuffle all the equipment out here again. Come on, work truck. New day, let the fun begin. You know what every good ditch digger needs? A good shovel. You know what I got? A very less than desirable shovel. Yeah, the old fiberglass job. Every time I use it, it sounds like it's gonna break. It keeps, a little stress cracking. Well, we had the dirt work done here, but we got this water in our way, and we gotta have water out here because we have guys doing tile currently. And yeah, they need water, but we also need this out of our way because if we're gonna keep progressing over here, this is kind of in the way. So I'm lucky enough to be the one who gets to try to mess with it, I guess. And holy crap, Bigfoot. Dang, y'all see that shoe print? That sucker came out to there. Whoever has that on wears a size 15.5. Yep, here we go. I hate digging, by the way. Sure, this is some nice, good, soft stuff. Now my plan of attack here is dig down, coming out of the water hydrant that away. See the red stub out over there? That kind of area is my not mod or weeder. It's a water meter. That's a common mistake, and it feeds straight this way. So we're gonna start by digging up this backside, hopefully find the pipe coming in, get where we could cut it. Then we're gonna go back that away and mysteriously somehow make that pipe appear. It took 2 scoops of dirt. I'm already breathing hard. This is probably just gonna be a temporary move, but sometimes temporary gets permanent moving forward. That was deep. Quote that in your literature book. I should have something to scoop this dirt into where we're not throwing it here. I brought my sharpshooter that the handle broke. I dug down here and we made it to some gravel. Now he done cut a lot of dirt off the top of this sucker. Well, we hit a piece of brass that I'm sure this is threading into. The bad thing is, it's not facing this way. It's facing some other way. And most folks don't realize it, but this old Milwaukee knife, it's actually a dig-in pick tool as well. Well, let's have a little look-see down here. Hopefully y'all can see this piece. I don't know what it is because I ain't no plumber, but kind of trying to dig around it, trying to figure out which way our water's coming into it. So I just kept digging down, and I guess it threads into the bottom of this brass piece because the line is feeding out this way. Seen some white PVC line. That's kind of what I was hoping to see, because I'm hoping we can get this to a point
where we could cut the PVC and pull this whole piece up out of here. And then we can go back over there, mysteriously dig a hole, because I don't know how we're going to locate it yet. And we can dig it up over there and put the stuff in put a coupler, just glue it back together. Yeah, looky there, I found you, you little devil. I found you. Dug around there a little more. We could definitely sawzall that right there. Now I'm standing right where it's running out straight. The problem is, if we kept running straight, well, we're gonna head out our gate or something, you know. We need to be going that way. And old CL, he only cut the top off this stuff over to about in here-ish, which means it would kind of be a crapshoot on digging and picking our spot where we think we're gonna intersect that line. Especially being like half-inch PVC, I think that's what it is. I mean, you could almost put that stuff in a loop if you wanted to, because it bends so much. So it'd sure be hard to just start digging a hole over here and hoping we find it. Yeah, that ain't gonna cut it, guys, because with my luck, we could dig 10 holes and we wouldn't find it till the 13th hole. So we're gonna come have a little look-see over here. Some real good mucky stuff in here, but right there I dug down, probably hard to see, there is a blue line. Looks like it's going that way, and I don't know if that's PEX or what. I don't know how far they would stub out, but we're gonna come out a couple foot and just start digging down. Oh, we must be getting a concrete again, because I think those are concrete guys showing up. Yeah, maybe you can see that big old pile of concrete. There's one over there. They poured our beautiful big old porches, guys. Apparently a storm had come in. I don't know all the details on this situation. I just know by the end of it, our front and back porch had nice plastic marks all over the beautiful concrete, because yeah, anyway, now they're both big piles of concrete and they're getting done again. Oh yeah, there's definitely a trench right here. I can tell it's lower. So we'll come out to about right here and start digging. I kind of thought I was going to hit it right about now. Oh yeah, we should definitely went deep enough by now. So I don't know how we missed it. Found it. Just need to come this way here, guys. I actually seen a little ridge in there like that, and I was like, oh, that almost looks like it's packed around a little pipe action. We got her kind of dug around there. We just need to do a little final cleaning. Just reach down in there, excavator, get you a scoop. Well, I wish I was Mortsky. I'd just go buy a $500,000 piece of Bobcat equipment that'd probably do this for me. Now, I'm gonna quit there while I'm ahead. Clean that old shovel off before that cakes to it. Now, I mentioned she's cracking, but what I didn't mention is me and my dad, he's had these shovels since I was a kid, I think. We always had some of these old fiberglass ones. And luckily, I got my scrap piece right here that we can clean up and you know, figure out for sure what we got here. I think this evening or later I'm gonna do some figuring out as far as what it's going to take to splice the two together, move that down. I'm not willing to do it right now because we have well, there's a concrete truck rolling in right now for these gentlemen and tile guys. So yeah, leave it to me. I would cut the shit and I'd be like, y'all give me 3 minutes, I'm gonna have it back together. Then I'd go put it back together. I'd be like, oh crap, I got the wrong size. Then I'd go to get the right size and it'd be out of the right size, of course. So then I'd look it up and it'd be like in Oklahoma City. And by the time I went there and got the stuff and made it back here, I'd make it to a message pinned to my door with a knife that just said screw off or something, you know. So I'll try to get it crap this evening, and then I'll get out here first thing in the morning again and beat everyone here like I did this morning, and hopefully it'll be easy peasy because I'm being patient here. And that will be that'll make it work better for me. Now I got a couple other things I do need to do. One is get my sister's crap out of here. But to do that, I gotta get this truck out of here, and I don't even have the key for it. And then also, we're gonna finally build our metal pole. And I already took that metal back to the house, so we're gonna head back that way and do a little fabricating.
Oh, baby, he's on fire with the gun today. Oh, about took the back glass out the van. Oh. Yeah, that's just about right. Yeah. That was real smart. Wear myself plumb out before I get started.
So we got those, but I've also got this piece of angle iron. I don't know how hard it's going to be to clean up because I have used it to finish some concrete before. But I was thinking we could make this our top piece that this ends up welding to or whatever. I'm kind of picturing it like if that was our piece of angle iron, and then the bottom would be back that away. But of course we run our one metal pole up the middle. And I was thinking about doing a couple of them 45 jobbers, or maybe we don't do 45 degrees, some type of angle there, and some type of base plate. So we got that. We would need a base plate. Now our scrap cabinet here, I've had all kinds of little caster plates. Oh, kind of about like so. Got some there, got some there. And the factory I used to work at, they just loved throwing out perfectly good stuff. So I'm kind of hoping that would be a perfectly good base plate. And that looks about perfect to me. And of course that's all CNC cut. So that's got some pretty edges and holes on it. Step one, I think we're gonna try cleaning this up and seeing how well it does clean up.
Not today, Satan. Not today. Too fast.
I don't even remember putting the little flap attack in the van, but apparently I did. Let's go into low drag mode and see what happens. Gosh, that's looking nice, guys. It knocks that concrete right off on top of the carcinogen yellow paint. Knocked that big bird yellow dust off everything, and cleaned up our inside too. It wasn't near as bad. Now this will be the part, obviously, that cradles our beam. So we'll end up, shoot, we could probably come, I don't know, depends on how wide it is. We may be able to use kind of what we got here. Use them holes and just set us a few big lags up through it. 108 inches and 0.125, an 1/8 inch. Now that's our overall distance. However, we got to do a little subtraction here. Each one of them 1/4 inch, so 1/2 inch right there. Because our pole will sit on that, that'll be on the top. So real simple stuff. We got to take a 1/2 inch away from that. And that will give us what? I don't know why I did this in a decimal form, because I can tell you it's 5/8. So that would be 0.625, right? Right. Let's see what we got here. We got about $1.20. So yeah, we're coming way down here. We're gonna get a better marker than old flat tip here. Slap that speed square. Beautiful, precise line. I ain't drew one of them in a minute. Now that's a fine tip, but it ain't finer than my wife, I'll tell you that much. They don't make a marker that fine tip. Yeah, I know what I'm doing here, don't worry about it. About 2 5/16. What a stupid number. Couldn't make it 2 inch or 2 1/2, you know, couldn't make it easy. Can't make it easy on the working man, can ya? Trying to hold me down. Trying to hold me down. Them two stacked together should be just about right. A lot of people didn't know this, but for 2 years of my life, I couldn't actually use my hands. So I got really good at doing everything with my feet. I also shouldn't tell tall tales, you know. Little looby dooby. Move this over here. And we're gonna take our eagle eye, and we're just gonna kind of look at it, because I don't know like how over the top I want to go on these pieces. I mean, that's pretty dang close to a 45-degree, guys. Where the heck? There you are. I found you. Let's do that there. That's 30 inches. That's going to roughly get us out, I don't know, 2 foot to the furthest point out that way. So that'd be a total of a 4-foot span. I like that. Oh, see, that may be kind of close because we only got 45 inches there. So let's do a little more mocking up then. We need to find about 22.5, that's center. So down on these ends, we actually need probably about 1.5 inches right there. That'll allow us a place to put a hole to run a lag. Where does that get us? Oh, right at 29 inches, guys. Step 1, let's mark these 29 inches and cut them down. That saw never ceases to amaze me, guys. 2 things. 1, how quick it just whoop right through that crap. 2, how precise it is, man. Just a clean cut. Yep, I didn't think so. So that's a little pro tip for you guys. When you know you're done and you're on your last cut, if you'll just really send that saw blade down in there just deep, it'll actually hit your tray that is supposed to catch all your shavings, and it'll send it straight out the back for you, making it easier to clean up your mess because it's no longer trapped underneath your saw. Let's see how we did here though. Now this end's already elevated a 1/4 inch sitting on that. Got a little pinion shim. That's perfect. Pick up on your pole till it's touching flat over here, and then just slowly slide that sucker in until it just touches, and then just leave it. Now this has little damn things all over it. This probably ain't gonna work. Well, shit. Bottom side's touching. We got one hell of a gap up here. This looks nice, but if you come down on the bottom side, yep, we got a Gaposaurus Rex. And guaranteed from C-clamping that up to that piece, it twisted our metal some, so when we cut it, it's at a little bit of angle. And a little angle don't seem like much until that angle spans for 4 inches across there, and you end up with a 1/4 inch gap. And I'm liking that. We definitely messed up though, because our angle iron is not long enough. How'd that happen? I don't know where or when or why, but I've kind of split the difference here, and yeah, that ain't gonna cut it. So if we just cut a strip that goes out and overhangs this end, an extra 1.5 inches, we could do a lag, a lag, a lag, a lag. So we're ditching the angle iron, and we're gonna measure what we need.
Apparently we need new eyeballs, new tape measure, or new brain. 45 3/4. Inch and a half there, inch and a half here, that's an extra 3 inches total. So that would just be 48 3/4. Piece of strap, 1/4 inch thick is what we need. And here at Puddins Fabrication Shop, well, we keep all kinds of stuff in stock to make our life easier when we make our own life difficult sometimes, like situations like this. That right there is 4 inch wide, 1/4 inch thick. That's what we need. It's only about 38 foot long and super wavy. And there's no way I'm gonna get it down by myself, but we got it. Uh-oh, piece just fell down on that end. Well, maybe we'll go cut it instead. Yeah, baby. Yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna weld up right there. I done determined this will be our front side. From our angle cuts being just a hair off, there is a slight gap here, but those ones are touching nice and that one's touching pretty nice. Also, these welded up pretty nice. I think we did all the insides. Yeah, did these all the way around. And then on these up here, I'm just gonna do the inside and outside joints and I'm gonna leave them. Down here, a little in the middle, trying to leave rooms for our washers and our lags, but the front and back welded solid. She should be plenty with a capital P. Plenty strong for what it's doing, guys. We need to drill us 4 holes down here, so let's knock that out real quick. Now from our front edge, we're only going down 1 3/4 inches. Now this may be 4 inches wide, but that beam is only 3.5. So if we want to hit the center of that beam, from our front side, we need to go down that, and that's going to set our beam sitting flush with that, or this, whatever you call this oversized fork, will be flush with the front of that beam. Our ends, we came in 1/2 inch. I went out 5 inches from this edge this way and this way, and that's going to get us our 2 middle ones. Little Harbor Freight butter bit, because it'll go through that metal like butter.
Nice having a van, huh? I think a van's better than a truck. You can put your shit in it and stop at the store and get a drink. You don't gotta worry about nobody stealing shit out of it.
Everything about that's a win. We ain't gotta go out in the sun. We ain't gotta carry crap as far. We can finally get in the shop for once. I brought another jack. I do have a jack out here because we're gonna use 2 jacks to pick up on that to get the middle beam out where we can put our beam in, or pole. The thing that goes up and down. Before we get too crazy and start moving on stuff, I wanna set our pole up there just to check the height. Or the height should be near perfect. Maybe. Yeah. Huh? Who likes that, huh? Kind of nailed it. Yeah, I think a little trim job and we'll be able to make something happen. So first up, we're gonna rig us up a redneck 4x4. And I got some of these screws, and some of y'all wanna know how come I didn't have Torx bit or whatever on that other stuff. And that box of Phillips I've had for like 7 years, and I was just finally using them up. Right there. Nope. Ooh, I heard something move. Oh,
just barely jacked up on that. I seen the bottom of that 4x4 because it's not lagged to the concrete. Whoop, kick back. That's what it did. Now the wood has a few nails towed in on each side. And I really don't want to be banging on that. So I don't know if my best bet is to just, I don't know, run a Sawzall blade through there and just try to cut the nails. Yeah, that's one way to do that. Just a little extra what if. That way we've got 2 on each side, except I think I might have to jack it up just a hair to be able to slide that in there. And then of course, once we get it in place, we'll let it down and it should be almost, I mean, this can be really close to where it started. I knew that was gonna happen. And I also knew I wasn't gonna be able to catch that because it's way too much top end weight. I was just trying to break the fall. And also, I didn't want that bottom kicking around, knocking them out of there. So I'm okay. I'm okay. This is controlled chaos, guys. I know what I'm doing here. I'm an expert, clearly. We're close enough. By that, I mean that leading edge. I like how all of it's matching across there. So I want to lag the top, and then we can tap the pole around to get it as level as possible before we secure the bottom. Now I did stop by the hardware store and I grabbed 4 of these. Of course, I ain't got a clue where I put the level. Go that way. I love it, guys. Absolutely love it. I think it just makes the loft look beefier, stronger as a whole. Adds character, more complete. It's good. And there's a list of good benefits. It looks beefier because, well, it is beefier. We're lagged up there through 4 inches worth. So, well, we got holes down here. We're going to end up lagging these as well. Drilling those holes may be difficult now that I think about it. But by the time we lag it down there, if for whatever reason the vehicle's rolling away, which it shouldn't ever happen, but you don't know. You know, something falls off the jack stands coming forward and a bumper or something runs into that pole, we're not going to lose it. And these nails with nothing down there on that 4x4 didn't give me that confidence, guys. And this gives me confidence. There's only one real downfall that I can think of, unfortunately. And that is that looks awesome. And in comparison, that looks terrible now. So my plan was originally to wrap these in like some type of wood. One, to make it look bigger and bulkier, but 2, just to finish it out. Now it has me really considering coming up over here and jacking this up and ripping this out of here and putting a real 4x4 right here instead. Thick old girthy one like we got in the middle. If we're gonna do it over there, then that means we gotta come over here. We gotta do it where these are. And if we're gonna do this one, we need an angle finder because that is not level. She's running downhill. And I do have more of this 4x4. Shit. Shouldn't have done it because now it looks so good we gotta do the others. We gotta do them. Now mark down from the top to here, 50 inches. I'm gonna check from this side and we get dead nuts, 54 inches. This side of the board is 104 inches on the dot. What about this side? So 5/32. So 104 and 5/32. Knowing that, we can cut our metal and we can mark it out with that little slight offset. Cut it on purpose like that and it should be pretty dang close. And I'm gonna write that down on a piece of cardboard or something to take with me. Now this one over here, I measured it. It should be really close to what our center one was, and it is. It's 108 and 3/16. which is only a 1/16 inch difference from the center one. We're not gonna knock them out right now. I've got other stuff I can do when I'm out here and I'm tired of coming, going, coming. You know what I mean? No more talking about coming and going. How's that? The other day at the hardware store, I picked up some different hinges to try on our gate again. So let's go give that another try and see where we get this time. So I'm gonna try to figure out how to do this here. I'm gonna just trace that sucker.
Then I'll use that strong leg. And I'll start that sucker back. We're doing it. We're doing it. Don't worry.
I've done this 1,000 times. Get out of here, Wasp. Gonna take cheap shots? Come on back. Made a wise decision. He flew away. Let's see how we did. Oh, how's she swing? How's she swing? She swings good. And I'm sure for a second some of y'all was thinking, oh, he don't even know what he's doing. You're doing that wrong. Is it swinging? And is it on there? Now we could sink some more bolts in there, but this is all gonna get painted. And when we assemble it, that's good enough for mock-up. That'll locate everything for us. And then we can buy it into all new metal after it's painted. And that's wood, not metal, but you know what I meant. So we gotta figure out our latch. Now, speaking of my questionable carpentry skills here, a lot of y'all was not impressed with how I did my railing. I seen some of the comments. May have hurt my feelings.
Really? This guy's gonna you screw to, it's gonna split it. And once it splits it, you're gonna die. You're not up to code, buddy. Someone's gonna have to inspect that and they're gonna fill you because it's gotta be 38 inches like the head on top of this neck. That work right there is just plumb a disgrace. You said that's for safety for your child and you dare build it like that? That looks good from here through my computer screen, but yeah, I just wouldn't lean on it and you probably won't have no problems, ever. Just don't lean on it or use it as a rail like it's supposed, like you built it for. You'll be fine. I've seen dogs shit and construct better piles of safety rail out their hind end than what you just did right there with wood. Guys, this is not a hangout. Do you see me right now? This is the last place you want to hang out, okay? It is hell up here. Now, will my daughter get up here? Yes, she will. In fact, we've come out here twice since this has been done, and she asked both times if we could come up here. I will next I will demonstrate what she looked like walking over to this edge because she's scared of heights. Now, she had Dad's hand. She's scared of heights. I don't blame her. I promise I can push a lot harder than a 50-pound child can, and I didn't move the damn thing. And if I did, I mean, it was a smidgen. Now, is that prone to cracking? Sure, I understand that. So if you try to shove on this, what's it gonna do? Well, it's gonna try to roll forward, and that is kind of interlocked to that. This has to roll over that, and the chances of that are pretty slim. Now you can't get a car up here, so you can't drive it into the railing and accidentally fall off. I don't plan on putting engines swinging from chains up here, so that's not gonna wreck and ball it. Guys, this railing ain't going nowhere. No matter how many years you've been carpentry master, I understand this is not OSHA code 709, call your home inspector, get it inspected work, but we don't have an inspector, so you're looking at them. And you just seen my inspection, I just performed it. So, anyone who's worried about it breaking, I was worried because there are so many comments that said like, hey, that's just gonna break if you
fart on it, it's gonna fall over. So that test, y'all just seen me do the test for the first time. I could have just broke that and went over the edge. Been the last time you seen me. Luckily it didn't, okay? And luckily it's fine. Now a couple of them said it in a snide way, but I really believe a lot of people was just concerned for the safety aspect of it. And I hope that makes you feel better about the safety aspect of it. Nothing too fancy. And yes, I'm gonna put a lock on it, okay? That'll make sure that no one can ever lean on it and pull on that thing like, hey, what's this do? And then they go over the edge, all right? So it'll stay locked up. Only I'll be able to unlock the sucker whenever we need to use it, which is probably gonna be never. Don't worry about these Datsun fenders. A shout out to Lance for picking them up for me and then holding them till I could get them from him. And one other thing we're gonna do when we're out here, I just emptied the man van and my sister's crap's over here, and we're gonna remove said crap. Just pretend like you didn't see that, Nicole. Nice little workout action, that's all this is. I don't know what in the fine china custom protection we got going on here with our styrofoam plates, but apparently gotta be careful with it. I've seen about 6 different flavors of spider so far just on her stuff. I'm gonna be nice and give them to her as well. Careful, easy does it. Never a good sign when you got a paper plate left over. Dang it. Well, I tried and I tried, guys. It ain't all gonna fit, all right? So I'm just admitting defeat right now. We got the damn little table and couple chairs. And that stuff's gonna make it a 2-trip trip, and it is what it is. All right, guys, let her miss a couple more payments and you'll see all this stuff again on Storage Wars. Empty van's a happy van. Well, we got our second load delivered of to the storage unit. And Ashley called me and said, did you order a big butcher block or something? Why, yes. Yes, I did. Just a real small butcher block. Real short, you know, very conservative 10-footer. You rid of some junk? Just bring in other junk. Perfect. Now that butcher block top's gonna be, we're going from here across all this, we're gonna leave a gap and it'll go across the top of that one as well. And that whole setup's gonna be underneath here, underneath the loft, and of course we'll get some lighting and stuff underneath here. Shit the bed. I never accounted for lighting underneath here the other day. That's right, I ordered some more lighting because these ones I got from the factory I used to work at, well, they're all, that one's flickering right now. That one's down, that one's got a couple down, that one's got one down, that one's got 2, that one's got 1. They're better than what was in here, but I don't know, they were free and I tried them, but I don't think I'm gonna be happy just slapping a half-ass lighting in here, so we gotta get some better lights. Last thing I'm doing today besides running out to Lowe's and all that crap still later on, my wife's about to be here, and I don't know, something about faucets and something, you know, whatever that means.
Come here, Haley. Go here. Come up here.
Don't lean on that railing, the internet will set me on fire. Can't even lean through there, can you? Because that truss. Well, we're not off to a solid start this morning. I just realized that I forgot my little clicky cutters for doing PVC or whatever. That's all right, because we got a Sawzall. I think I got what's needed to relocate this, and we're gonna try to get her did before anyone shows up here. You know, it's hard to get fittings when you're not sure what you're after. Oh, dummy, don't cut that. We gotta figure out how to cut the water off over there. I was supposed to grab a crescent wrench too, where I could tighten it down on that thing. Damn it. There we go. Very conveniently, I guess the right size wrench. See that? You turn that sucker, lines up the eyelets, Guess what, buddy? We're putting a lock on it till you pay your damn bill. That should be water off now, so let's do some cutting. She's cut. Oh, there's another piece of wire down there, I see. There we go. That's what we need right there. See here? Oh, that's money right there, baby. 3/4 inch. We should have the stuff to... I didn't grab thread tape. Shit the bed. Now, what kind of plumber don't have thread tape? A shitty one. All plumbers get a little shitty some days. I'm not a plumber, guys. I'm a handyman, okay? And handymans just do a little bit of everything. Like, forget all the equipment they need to do a job. I'm back to the other place, no big deal, you know. Let the sun come up and get hot on you. Here's what we got, guys. This is I don't know, they call it like the shark bite kind of style thing. You just pop it on there. It's going to a female. Then we got a male to our PVC 3/4. So we're gonna tape this sucker up and get them threaded together, because I figure if we get that on there, we can just glue that and pop our thing down in there. I think this is gonna swivel, but I don't know it'll swivel that easy once it's installed. I don't know. I'm not a plumber. Yeah. And I'm gonna get down there with my kniffy and just gonna kind of clean up this edge. I brought my nail file too. Again, just try and clean up the edge, because I think that thing almost like O-ring seals on this, so we don't want to tear it going to slide it on. Then at the same time, we don't want to be sanding back in here, because it needs to seal to that, I think. Here, that feels a lot better. Then I believe this will just shove on there. There we go. I don't think she's gonna get any go on any further than that. Well, we are rocking and rolling now. Got her ready for a little glue job. How could you just pull the lid off and use it one time and make that big of a mess? That takes talent and skill. Next up, we goop a little glue on her. Little stay on there sauce. Then we take her and insert her. All right, I think that's it. I need to get a little dirt underneath this, because it is trying to fall, drop. Gotta backfill it a little bit. There you go. You can see what we got going on now. So we'll just grab a couple things here and give that time to set up, because I don't know how long that glue takes to set up. Come out here and get us a new T-post. Of course, I don't have a T-post driver, so hammer it is. And walking by, I noticed we had some electrical tape here in the travel law, which we'll probably need, since I did not bring any kind of tie wire or zip ties, you know. Slowly turn our valve back on here. Go for a leak check. Everything looks good. D-U-N. She's done. Loosen those up there so I can tap the bottom over, get her a little more level. We're gonna cinch it down on the bottom side and then tighten up the top side and kind of see what happens. Oh, it's new tool time. Since we're gonna have concrete around here and plenty of it, unlike the other place, it's finally time to get us a SDS hammer drill. Oh yeah, with that and this right here, I think this is for it. Well, I hope so, or we're gonna be in bad shape. We should be able to drill into this concrete. Oh yeah, goes through that like nothing. Factory I used to work at, we use this setup everywhere. Then you want to take one of these little lag, whatever you call them, I don't know what they're called. Thread that sucker on there just about flush. As that sucks that up, guys, that collar on there, well, it wedges out into the concrete and it locks it down. That sucked down nice. That was a solid move by loosening them and getting her level how we want it. Let's finish locking it down. I think you could hit that one with a car. It ain't going nowhere. Before we head back to the house to build our other poles, I'm gonna take a nice flat edge piece of cardboard there, and I'm gonna set it up on our concrete like that, and I'm gonna try to trace the back side of these. That way we can also match our angles that way. That's what we need right there. Let's roll. Now on these, we're basically gonna be doing the same thing what we did yesterday. The one being a little whoopie dude's gonna be a little different, but not much. We're just gonna match the bottom to that angle. But there's all that's really different, guys. I got my angle cut on there, just did it with the cutoff wheel. Now our plates, I'm just gonna favor it this way where we get 2 bolts in it there, because this needs to sit flush against the wall. And I even offset it so it can go and weld back there and still weld it. We interrupt this time-lapsing goodness to show you a much cleaner fit up from cutting it by hand instead of C-clamping her in there all janky and almost losing a leg. Incredible fit up, folks. Well, alrighty then. I kind of had my head up my rear for a minute or two, The one pole, I forgot to account for the thickness of our base plate and our top plate, a 1/2 inch. So it was a 1/2 inch too tall. But luckily I did realize it before we made it out there, then had to come back. So what did I do? Well, I took the grinder there and I cut it off. And that weld's about a 1/4 inch thick. But I was not thinking, and I only cut a 1/4 inch off. Then I tacked it up. Now this time I measured it. Hey, idiot, you only cut off a 1/4 inch. We need a 1/2 inch. So then I had to cut off another 1/4 inch and do a little fine tuning in between. But both poles are complete. They should be the length they need. Hopefully we got the angle right on the one. Once that base plate cools off a little, we're gonna load them in the van and head that way. Pretty much going the same process as yesterday, except pretty sure those 2x4s are probably nailed into that, and getting that off the wall may be a little tricky. I did not bring a pry bar or anything like that.
Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about, have your cloud, it be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.
I got her.
You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
Got our level side to side, everything's looking good. Let's wag it.
Anything negative, cause I just wanna hear it out your mouth, yeah. Give me fuel, it's a tool that I use to go ahead and run my mouth, yeah. I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. I tell you get big box, you get yachts, you swing lots and pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top?
I had some metal plates, so I stacked that to kind of level our jack up, because that downhill's a little tricky.
Know that I'm on it, I'll make it, I promise. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
Quick eagle eye analysis says we're good. Let's see what the level says. Pretty close right there. Same right there. That plate is sitting very nice. Saying that super happy makes me super happy. Alrighty, let's looky there. Sat that down off there, and overall, man, that looks so much better. Now, I did finally remember to grab a jigsaw blade for this thing, and I almost forgot to use it, so we're gonna cut this real quick before I forget again. I do have a palm sander. I don't know why or how I ever ended up with this, but I got one. Out of all the hand railings, this is guaranteed to be the most used, as far as when people are first walking up. It's just natural to put your hand on this and slide it. That's what you want to do. This one I want pretty smooth. Hopefully keep them girls from getting some splinters, or myself going up it. But we're not going to go sand the rest of them. You get up there, all right, it's a free-for-all. Good luck. some of this crap out of here that's just been sitting here in the way bad. A lot of stuff, a lot of junk, a lot of metal that I'm probably not gonna use for the intended purpose of why I bought it. But that's all right. Just got plenty of extra metal for the future. Future projects, future endeavors. Today's episode, we show you how to not save money by doing it yourself. Not when you buy half of Lowe's, because you don't know what you need, because you're not a painter. That's right, we're gonna paint the rest of the shop ourselves. I got Matt on board, he's here helping. He has a sprayer. We done went to the Harbor Freighter, got the extension tip for it, so we still gotta go get paint. Who knows what we're gonna get into. I get to drive the man van and hang out with Pot County Thor. Can't be a bad day. Well, guess who's set up with the Sherwin-Williams business account now? That's me, okay? I get her at discounted rate. If you need any paint and services, just let me know. We got the van, we got the account. What else do you need? What we need, first things first, a whole lot of prep work, guys. So we got wood here. We got the sawhorse there, aka the plasma table. We got cabinets here. We're gonna be moving stuff out. And don't even get me started on that side, because it's gonna be hell over there. So let the prep work begin. Whip that hair. Just start prepping whatever you can. That ain't good. We made a friend. Got a little turtle. Hungry?
What? I said no workman's comp.
Not for you, buddy. You're an independent contractor.
Wake up, cousin! Here he comes.
Prep work. That was the first test and why I wanted that concrete right here where we could roll stuff around. And yes, it proved useful. Better keep some Wasp spray just in case. Can't see shit. Twice in a row. We're going to be trying to put, I think, tape to the concrete. This side didn't get our blow job, so we're going to either have to blow it out or sweep it out now. Damn paint experts. Woo! Matt's getting the fume party started over there. He's dumping out the lacquer thinner, prepping the concrete. Next we'll mix in a little bit of this Wasp spray and some paint and we'll be good to go in here. Now we got Matt set up professionally over here. Look at him go. You dang right, we got the paper taper combo kit. That matches you, Matt. You got the blue shirt, the black shorts, and the tan legs just to go in. Hey, Ma, did you hear that? Puddin was checking out his legs. I wasn't checking out his legs, guys. I was making an observation. Well, we're prepping along here. I went 12 foot tall. I don't know if I should spend the time and try to get these garage door openers wrapped up in plastic or what, guys. Probably so, but I think we may try our luck as is. I'm gonna start trying to pull off the metal. Luckily, I forgot my Phillips bit, so I got my little shorty here, and hopefully we can get this metal pulled down. Still prepping away, guys. Just, I don't know, we're probably 3 hours deep already. This side, feeling pretty good about. We got, I think, everything. Now we're gonna move to this side, which is gonna be a little difficult, more than likely, because we gotta get stuff over all this stuff. Of course, we gotta tape off the pretty door. I got too many hours in that to be overspraying it. But now we're gonna start, you know, navigating this side. We've got most of everything prepped. We did run out of plastic, had to run to the local hardware. I knew I should have got an extra box. We're about to close this door down. Once we close it, we're in here, all right? We're gonna hang some plastic on it. We're gonna get suited up over here, try to cover up some of our crap probably, and figure out how to spray paint. You ready to be locked in the chamber of hell, Matt? These things do not smell very good. Oh man, why'd they make these out of recycled dirty laundry? Holy cow. Whoever makes these little socks could put a little aroma right here or something. Jeez, some potpourri up in this piece or something. How's she covering, Matt?
Pretty good.
Need me to work that baby like a pressure washer? It's nice and cool and refreshing in here. Alright guys, I ain't doing a whole lot of recording because guess what? It's just a whole lot of spraying. It's doing the same thing over and over. Me and Matt got the first coat done a while ago. We went and checked some progress on the house, let some of this stuff dry, and we went upstairs. Upstairs, man, this decking, it took the paint really good. I don't even see hardly any spots where it looks like it didn't coat. Now our railing's a little different. It's a little thin on the 2x4s. So we're about to start another coat of paint here, but up here we're just gonna hit our railing and then start working our way down our stairs. This flooring, well, it's gonna get covered in crap because this is a storage loft. So another round we go. We got about that much paint left. Don't be picking off my walls now. Looks good from here. You all right?
Yeah, that's like a lock. We can just lock it full blast.
No, don't let that sucker get away from you. I'm like Scrappy Doo. Let me at him, let me at him.
Let me at him! Let me at him!
Oh yeah. If y'all ever need to cut weight, just come see me here at Puddins Painting Service. How you feeling, Matt?
Hot.
Hot? It wasn't too bad though, like it is, but I thought it was gonna be like torture as hell. Y'all's having a hard time seeing us because there's a little paint on the lens, but it's all right, don't worry about that. Yeah, that whole thing's just soaked, guys. I actually feel really awesome right now, so I don't know, I doubt that's good for you, but I feel amazing. Oh baby, got one cold water left. Guys, we'll be back out here tomorrow. We're gonna see how our coverage did. It's looking pretty good. We'll let it dry where everything has a chance to even up. Probably gonna have to do a little rolling action in a couple spots between the doors. And yeah, I think we're gonna be sitting pretty come tomorrow. You had to break out the jorts on them, Matt. I just noticed you got the jorts on.
Trying for a treat today.
All them hair whips from yesterday wasn't enough. Had to get them with the jorts. Oh, that's a big old spider right there. Don't worry about that. It's a little dark in here. Somewhere around here there's a light switch or 12. Here we go. Well, how's she look? Honestly, she looks pretty damn good to me. She don't look any different than the top walls. In fact, in person, I almost think our bottom walls look like they got more coverage than the top walls do.
Yeah, there's less texture on them.
Yeah, there's less texture. I can see through some of the black print up in there in areas, and I can't see any down in here. And I paid professionals to do the top half, so basically what I'm saying is me and Matt, we're professionals at this point, because I can see some text right there. Yep. Look for text on ours. Good luck. And I was told they did 2 coats and rolled the second coat, and I'm just gonna have to call bullshit. Only thing they rolled was me on what they did and the pricing on it, probably. Well, we ain't redoing ours. We could probably hit their crap with another coat and make it look better. I think we nailed it, Matt. How'd the beam do? Yeah, it kind of soaked it up as it dried up, didn't it? That's just a dark spot. Of course, we ain't got the best lighting underneath here, but this was my baby. I wanted to make sure this was all covered good, and it looks like it did cover good up there and everything. Same thing down here, guys. There's your print on the top. Right here's your print on the top. Those are the same painters who got fired from doing the outside of my house because they treated it like crap. Sensitive subject. We'll leave that alone. So with ours, we sprayed up and down, or side to side the first go around, and then up and down the second go around. That way we're hopefully filling in from different angles and, you know, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know if that helped make a difference on ours as well. I'm still gonna bet that this was, I don't think they did 2 coats. So we got a little to do. We got to get in our corners here. And between our 2 doors here, same thing. Instead of trying to tape all that off and blah, 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 I just figured we could roll a little paint on it. And of course, today's the cool day, you know, now that we was in the sweat chamber yesterday, it cooled off good for us. We're gonna go around and demask. We didn't know if we were gonna be spraying again, so we didn't do it when it was wet, so we are pulling off some paint here or there. But old Matt's got the jorts and the touch-up brush, so we're just gonna get it as we go. Well, doing our touch-ups, we are professionals, guys, because we managed to get a little there on that door. That was very important to me. And on the black frame as well. Just like all the professionals around here. Overspray, terrible lines. Perfect. I fit right in. We're gonna get the 2 main doors open where we can get a little fresh air up in here. I don't have my glasses and I can't find them, but it looks good to me. So we went and got us some tractor paint, some good old Van Sickle satin black for our poles. It does say you're supposed to primer them, but we're gonna try and see what happens when you don't primer them, when you do the total opposite of the instructions. Yeah. Our poles, they're still oily, got meal scale on them, crap from the old factory, I guess. We bought some degreaser. We ran to the Atwoods to get the tractor paint. They had the aerosol Harvest King on sale for a couple bucks a can. So we'll see how these units do for us. It says heavy duty for hard working, leaking engines. That's what we got right here. Whoa, not what I expected. Yesterday we showed you how I thought it was gonna be not to paint, but turns out we did pretty good. This is probably legit how not to paint poles. Look how dirty those are. Now the question, guys, is that good enough to brush on some tractor paint and just skip primer as a whole and it turn out okay? Well, this Van Sickle, you buy a gallon, by golly, you get a gallon. You pop that lid off, she's running out. Got us a big 4-incher. 4 inches is big, okay? Let's see how she takes. Don't look bad. I'm hoping if we layer on thick enough, it'll kind of self-level out. And if it don't, I really don't care because I don't think that looks bad. She's covering pretty good, guys. I think we're gonna have to do one decent coat here. Probably let it set up to touch at least, and then go back with another coat, and I think that'll really fill it in good. That is not covering as good, is it? Let's layer on a little thicker here. Luckily this paint has rust arrestor in it, so this wood won't rust away. Yeah, I think that'll look pretty good. Just the rails, that's it. I have to touch that up with some gray, but just act like you didn't see that. Well, after painting some black tractor paint on wood up around there and the poles, we decided it would look a lot better with the whole beam done black. So getting the beam black is a little late to the party, you know, but we'll make it happen. Solid choice because it makes everything as a whole just look a lot better. I think that's it, guys. That got me so happy I had to get out the old Victory 6-shooter right there and bust some off. Another coat of black went a long way on that beam. Now that stuff's drying. I don't think it dries as good on the wood as it does the metal, but it's a nice satin, kind of semi-gloss finish. And the Loft, the railing, just everything definitely, boom. I mean, it pops out, it stands out. Matt's already over there demasking. As you can see, we got one hell of a mess to clean up. The more we unmask, the better it looks. Look at you go there, He-Man. You probably don't even know what He-Man is, do you? Kinda. What year were you born? 03. 03? I'm usually on here doing the saying I'm born in 91 to make y'all feel old. He's born in 03. He wasn't even supposed to be born. Y2K was supposed to happen in 2000. We were supposed to lose all of our power. Y'all remember that? End of the world. I remember it. I stayed the night at Starskate. It was an indoor lock-in thing. I was at the skating rink waiting to die. I was gonna kick the bucket on rollerblades. Little scrub-a-dubba. Give it a little love-a-love. Well, it needs more than a little of it. These things could use a lot of love. I was so excited about them. Didn't realize how dirty they actually are. These things, we brought them in from outside, and they actually had a stench to them. You could tell they had been in whoever's house for a long time. And yeah, what'd you say, Matt?
I like old people.
Smells like old people. I didn't figure y'all wanted to watch us manhandle them. As you can tell, my drop cloth is a little messy. I just needed time for that paint to be able to set up more, kind of tack up. The black is not a quick dry paint. I mean, it's not, I don't know. We ain't even touched on the wood here. Yeah, she's a little, you can still feel she's a little tacky to touch. Not much, which is perfect because it should be good enough for us to start hanging some metal now. Psych, just playing. Eventually we're gonna get to that metal. Dang, eagle eye, look who guessed that perfect for the distance. I really did nail that. How's that for guessing the gap between there to set the proper length? Oh, I don't know, perfect. So yeah, we got these kind of tabs on here that probably used to deal with the sink and the proper countertop for that. So we're gonna have to figure out how to do that. But that's kind of the idea right there. Then we'll probably do one bigger cabinet over one, over another. Maybe the smaller ones in the middle. I don't know, guys. We'll figure it out. But I think that's gonna look pretty good. Man, oh man, guys. It's been a crazy couple days. I ran and took Matt home. Had to go pick up my daughter. And she hates the van, you know. She's about to turn 16. You know, looking cool's important right now. So nothing's cooler than Dad picking you up in the old van, all right? I guarantee it. I've got closed up out here and just realized that I never really recorded y'all a good outro, kind of showing you what's going on in here. So, you know, spend that whole video doing that. Guys, I'm a little brain scrambled. We've been in all that heat. It's just been hot, you know, long days. I can't think, okay? Done scrambled my noggin. Oh, hey there, sexy thing. And hey there, sexy thing. Yeah, I ain't talking to the Datsun. I mean, she's sexy, but we've been knowing that, guys. That Loft right there, that is sexy. Oh, behave. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Oh. Woo, go up that pole, follow it across. Look at that metal. That metal looks good up there, guys. I'm super happy we went with the black beam. Definitely helps it stand out. That looks good. And maybe you can see the 2x4s that the gate is resting on. That's because we may have lost a hinge in our plastic cleanup debacle. It was a debacle. That's what it was. I remember telling Matt, like, hey, there's a hinge in here somewhere. We got to find it. And then I plumb forgot. Then we threw it in the dumpster. Not only did we throw it in the dumpster, it's sticking above and it says, don't fill above this line. So then I stomped everything down and really packed it into the dumpster. I'm not going through that dumpster for a $3 hinge. I will hop in that Datsun and gladly drive to the hardware store and get another one, but they're closed today. Or right now because it's late, because we've been putting in some hours here, some hours that have been hard earned, but they've paid off. I did not plan on doing all this painting, guys, but I'm glad we did it because, like I said, I don't know if I mentioned, 2 to 3 weeks out, that's what the painters had told me. We actually saved some money. I got to put money in Matt's pocket for helping. Thanks to Matt for the hard work. We saved some money, even though we had to go buy a bunch of stuff. So in the end, we're not waiting on other people. We saved a little money. I usually don't have a couple days to spare to do stuff like this, but this video, it started off as this, you know, just mixture of crap going on out here. So it just made sense to make it happen this time. And we got to stay making that happening, guys, because that house over there, the air conditioner's running in that sucker, if that tells you anything. That should tell you something. It tells you that I guarantee it's cooler in there than it is in here. It was spicy in here. It ain't too bad right now because we have the doors open. But anyhow, what I'm getting at is, they're telling me 2, maybe 3 weeks max move in to the house, guys. So if we had to wait till that same time to then have the shop painted, I gotta get my electrician buddy out here. We gotta get the lift wired in. I think we're gonna come back over here and probably drop down a 220 outlet. All we had for 220 was this long cable that runs over here. And I done decided that it ain't worth it to be trying to drag that cable everywhere. We have another one right here, I do believe, but I don't even have anything that style. So we'll have to get a plug in there that would work for us. We're gonna drop a couple more outlets. I plan on putting some outlets on switches around the top of the walls, where if we get us some lights to put up there, boom, we can flip a switch and get it on. And then air. I gotta plumb some air up in here, up in here. At one point I had a plan for air. I ordered all kinds of stuff for air. I don't know where that plan is. I know where some of the stuff is. So we're probably just gonna start messing with it soon, guys. We gotta stay hooked up out here, because if not, family's gonna be living out here. I've told y'all guys, I'm not moving my stuff in here until I'm ready with this shop, and I mean it. Until this thing's where I'm happy with it, we're not moving stuff in here. We're close though. Well, I'm pretty close to happy. This right here is like, you know, 3/4 of the smile happy. We got 1/4 of the smile left to go, just with a few little things. So I appreciate y'all watching. I know this video was kind of a mixture of crap that's just been going on out here, but like I said, it's what we got to do. So y'all coming back and supporting, it means the world to me, guys. It's literally bringing a dream alive for me. Me and Matt was talking about it earlier. We bought this place January 2022, so that's how long. We could have moved into the shop right away and left it as it is. But like I said, I really wanted this thing to end up how I picture it in my head, and we have it really close there. So I've had to be patient, guys. We were talking about 1 year and 7 months of owning this shop to just get it to this point, and I still don't even work out here, you know what I mean? So I'm being patient. That way it ends up exactly how I want it, and sometimes to get things right, it takes time, and I'm okay with that. So I appreciate y'all supporting, helping this dream come to life for me. What a crazy dream to have, then see come true. And a large part is all the support from you guys watching the videos, commenting, sharing, liking. Anyone who chooses to do the merchandise, support through that way. Speaking of which, don't forget all the new releases. I explained that at the very beginning of the video because I didn't know what was going on in this video. And other than that, guys, I gotta get home because dinner's ready, and I'm in trouble because Hot Rod has told me 3 times this week already, Dad, you're working too much this week, because it's been non-stop days this week playing catch up. But I'll see you guys next time. I don't know if I mentioned Instagram. Who cares? I'm hot. It's time to go home. Do not forget, guys, sitting on your ass won't finish your project.